Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if this is your first visit. My name is Stephanie and I will be doing a crystal card and an oracle card reading for April 25th through May 2nd, 2020. So already into May by the end of this week. I think this week we are going to stick with our pick a card format. We'll do a crystal card first using Colette Baron-Reid's Crystal Spirit Oracle deck. I have those out. And then we will choose a corresponding card or see what comes up as corresponding or complementary energy for this week from also Colette Baron-Reid's Animal Spirit Oracle. So I will quickly run through what your options are for this week. And remember, you can choose one, two, or all three of them. Nobody's going to limit you. You can have as many as you want. But if you resonate more strongly with one, then that is your focus for this week. So first of all, we have pyrite. So there's my piece of pyrite. And here's the pyrite card. It's number 45, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a second. So if you resonate most strongly with that one's going to be number 1 this week. Number 2 is going to be rose quartz. Here's my large, lovely piece of raw rose quartz. If you resonate most strongly with that one, that's number 2 this week. And then amazonite. We have a tumbled piece of amazonite here. So if you resonate most strongly with that one, with the amazonite, that's number 3 this week. So again, we're going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle and just see what comes up to complement each of these cards this week. I think I'm going to just draw all 3 and leave them face down here and then turn them over as we need them. Okay, so starting with number 1, which is the pyrite, and I will read because there is a crystal spirit meditation for each of these. I will read a little bit from the guidebook for the crystal cards. Pyrite is all about knowing your worth. So it's a really good kind of sacral or lower chakra stone, genuine abundance and prosperity. Prosperity in all forms, and knowing and understanding that prosperity takes different forms. Pyrite is known as fool's gold. So it reminds us that there is value in all aspects and many different aspects of life, not just in the things that are material, of material value. So if you were drawn to pyrite this week, it is about knowing your worth and recognizing genuine abundance and prosperity, soul level abundance and prosperity. The spirit animal card that comes out to complement it this week is Koi-fish Spirit, which is pretty amazing. I mean, on the surface, koi-fish are shimmery and gold, just like pyrite. So that's pretty amazing. But Koi-fish Spirit says there is always enough. So it is a card about abundance. Koi-fish says each of us has potential for prosperity in all aspects of our life. And Koi-fish says to focus on co-creation in order to bring in an energy of joy so that you can manifest from that energy. You want to joyfully bring in abundance. You don't want to kind of bring it in through going to a job every day that you don't like. You want to find what brings you joy and bring it in. That's what Koi-fish Spirit says to focus on. Spiritual richness rather than material richness. So very complementary this week, the pyrite and the Koi-fish Spirit. If you chose number 1, it is all about spiritual abundance, spiritual richness, and knowing your worth. And let me read you. The Crystal Spirit Meditation for pyrite says, pyrite has a very male energy to it. This stone aligns us with the grounded action toward manifestation of abundance. It assists us in learning to take action one step at a time toward a desired physical outcome. Meditate with this stone to stay in tune to the great value in all aspects of your life, the abundance and potentiality always available to you. Then you will be a magnet for prosperity. So very much the energy of creation and prosperity and abundance um, for the koi fish spirit and the pyrite number 1 people this week, if you chose that as yours or one of yours this week. So then on to rose quartz. Rose quartz is a fairly common stone. If you're a crystal collector or into crystals at all, you're probably familiar with rose quartz. It's all about the heart center. It's all about self-love, self-worth, worthiness, feeling like you are enough on a soul level. Again, knowing that you are enough on a soul level. The card that comes out to complement or match up with rose quartz this week is Panther Spirit, which is interesting. Panther Spirit has the 44 card, which is, or 40, the number 44, which is my favorite number. But Panther Spirit says reclaim your power. So rose quartz is all about self-love and the power of self and worthiness and feeling like you are worthy of whatever it is you desire. Panther Spirit says, yeah, you are, and it's time to reclaim your power. Panther Spirit is about being bold, maybe taking chances you wouldn't normally, knowing your soul's worth. Again, this is all, self-love on a soul level, worthiness on a soul level, reclaiming your power on a soul level. So very much about maybe taking chances or considering options, even if you're not quite ready to take those big leaps of faith, considering options as viable that maybe you would have considered too outlandish before, knowing you have enough worthiness to make these things happen. So Panther Spirit, Rose Quartz, all about self-love and reclaiming your power and knowing that you are able to make things happen. So that's number 2 for this week. And let me read for that one. So rose quartz, the Crystal Spirit Meditation says, rose quartz is often identified with romantic love, but this beautiful stone in fact encourages us to experience love in all its myriad forms, from a mother's tender care of her child to random acts of service or kindness toward a stranger. Rose quartz encompasses all expressions of love, including self-love. Meditation with this stone brings the knowing that we are part of this loving frequency, that we are perfect and always have been. So that's number 2 for this week, if you chose the rose quartz. And then number 3, the Amazonite. Amazonite is all about sort of revelations and evolution of the soul, recognizing your soul's truths, natural flow of events. So kind of letting go of control, which we're all kind of having to do right now. So if you pick this one, know that if you're feeling upended, it's completely natural. Everybody's feeling that way. Allowing things to unfold and evolve naturally. So really letting go of that control and being okay with it is your Amazonite energy this week. And Amazonite has a very kind of soothing, supportive energy. So it is good for when you're trying to let go of control. The card that came up to complement or pair up with Amazonite this week from the Animal Spirit deck is the number 60 card, which is Swan Spirit, which is pretty amazing. I know this is Amazonite, but this is a pretty amazing pair up. So Swan Spirit says time for a deep dive, and it says time to go into deeper understanding of yourself or a situation or a relationship or anything that's been on your mind. It's time to go beyond the surface, beneath the surface, in order to better understand it. How do we do that? We let go of control of the situation. Even if the situation we're wondering about is ourself, we go to kind of maybe connect with our higher self or connect with ourselves on a spiritual level, get rid of the egoic action to see who we really are at soul level. So pairing up the Amazonite, which says it's time to uncover the truth on a soul level, it's time for evolution of the soul, revelation, allowing things to unfold naturally, allowing events to flow, and letting go of control. And Swan Spirit saying it's time for a deep dive into what? Into deeper understanding of ourselves and the situations around us and our part in those situations. So how do we play into the things we might want to change? So that is number 3 if you chose that one. So there are our energies for this week. Again, if you chose the pyrite, you have the koi fish spirit. If you chose the rose quartz, you have the panther spirit. And Amazonite, you are working with Swan Spirit this week, or all 3 of those if you chose all 3. So I hope you all enjoyed this reading. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next week.